Hey everyone, today is February 22nd, 2018, and today we're going to be playing a different game. So this is a very different game from what I usually play. This is Orwell, Ignorance is Strength. This is a sequel to the original Orwell game that came out in about late 2016. It's different because it's basically best described as a visual novel slash adventure game. There's a lot of text, a lot of reading, but it's basically your role is as you're basically a government agent, and you're using the newly fangled Orwell software to spy on the citizens of the nation. And you look through their social media accounts, their phone records, their emails, all that sort of stuff, and your goal is to try to, or at least your purported goal is to try to protect the nation from terrorist attacks and further threats and that sort of stuff. But as you go through this game, and as also with the last game, every decision, you basically have to make a lot of decisions of whether you pass information that you find onto the government or onto Orwell, or you leave it alone, because there's definitely a lot of themes of privacy invasion here and the ethics and morals around that. So hopefully I will try to read everything through this game. This game just came out this morning, actually literally a few hours ago. It doesn't even have a category in Twitch yet. It still has the old game on there. So okay, so also one last thing I should mention. This is the first episode of Orwell. It's actually released in 3 episodes every 2 weeks. So we'll be playing the first episode today, and then in 2 weeks from now, on the next Thursday, just 2 next, we'll be playing episode 2. And apparently the developers do this because they want to get people to start talking about the episodes in between, just trying to figure out, what's going on and what kind of paths people have chosen and that sort of thing. Anyway, let's get started. So I welcome. You have been accepted into Orwell. Please create a profile. I will click this and we'll create. Congratulations, you have been selected for special duty. Please create a profile. Okay, so I have to choose a profile picture. I mean, this will probably be the closest thing we'll get to how I look like. That's a bit too much. He has funny hair. Okay, so we'll go with this guy. And we will enter my name. Oh, hey, Mook on a Stick. Thanks for coming by. We click next step here. So you can optionally, so this is not required, you can optionally put your email address in. This is actually a kind of a fun way for the developers to tell you about updates of when the next episode comes out. You don't have to put it in there, but when the emails you get are kind of themed to where, like, it'll say something like, "Attention agent, the next episode is available. You gotta go, you gotta help, you gotta save the nation," all that sort of stuff. So, oh hey, Kalimo Games. Oh, thanks for yeah, thanks for coming by. I didn't realize you come by here. Yeah, I enjoyed the last game, so I'm really looking forward to enjoying this. So I'm not going to put my email because I don't want to dox myself. Alright. Be diligent. Your duty is to safeguard the nation. Please agree to the following terms. I am willing to severely affect the lives of citizens and non-citizens of the nation. I will do whatever is necessary to keep the nation from harm. While working, I will only adhere to the statutes and... Kalimo Games, there's a typo here, just so you know. Hopefully you guys can fix it. Principles? Principles? So principles of the office. So I'm just going to point that out to you guys. Okay, I'm going to agree to the terms stated above. And we're going to click finish. Thank you for ensuring the safety of the nation's people. Your registration is complete. Okay, so now... Oh, what's this? Agent investigator pairing. All investigators are corresponding profile. Oh wait, is this? Hold on. Holy shit, guys! Did you guys put in? So I think what it did it actually looked up my profile from the last game, and that is my profile from the last game that I played from the original Orwell game. So okay, I'll do this. I don't know if that'll affect anything in the rest of the game. So, but hey, TCTC. Okay, so we're gonna link our accounts with this guy. Oh, aptitude test. In order to qualify for special duty within Orwell, taking the aptitude test is mandatory. The test requires you to complete a set of tasks, follow the on-screen instructions carefully, and answer truthfully to the best of your beliefs. Note that an insufficient test result will disqualify you for special duty permanently. Uh-oh. What do I say here? Which of the following statements are true to your attitude? Drag and drop at least one of the highlighted statements, data chunks, into the answer sheet on the left of the screen. Notice, oh, no choices. Okay, the choices are permanent. Okay, so only drag the ones I want. I am in it for the money. Probably not. I want to protect people from harm. Sure, I like that one. I think I'm gonna try to play this as the good guy. Like I will try to protect people, but usually what I find with these sort of games is the government has some sort of sinister plan. They always do. So I like spying on people. That one's tempting. I want to be a pioneer in the most advanced security program. Sure. I like being a pioneer. I want to make the nation a safer place. I think I'll leave these two. I'm not sure about this one. I want to make the nation... I think anyone wants to make the nation a safer place. Okay, let's push next step here. I don't know if those are the right answers or not. Task 2. Which of the following persons do you consider likely of having committed a crime? Wait, just based on their appearance? Drag and drop data chunks. Okay, that's the different kind of racial profiling there. I honestly, I don't know, because these are just people. I'm not going to make any judgments just based on appearance. I think there's an option for me to not put in anything in here. I don't have to drag any of these people. Yeah, I'm going to just click next step there. We'll see what happens there. Task number 3. Which of the following statements do you consider to be true, if any? Okay, an unjust law can and should be violated. Ooh, I like that one. There is no such thing as a justified lie. There are two sides to every story. Especially with all that fake news stuff. A government should safeguard the citizens by any means necessary. Absolute truth exists. Okay, definitely this one. How do I click that? Can I not select this? There we go. So this one I like. Absolute truth exists. Government should safeguard the citizens by any means necessary. Sure. I mean, these two, there are two sides to every story, and absolute truth exists. They're not necessarily, opposite to each other. So I'm actually gonna grab both of these here. And we're gonna leave this one out, because I don't really believe. This is based on my personal beliefs, so we'll see how that goes. Oh. Given the choice, would you prefer to have your medical record on your dating profile investigated? Or your dating profile investigated? Yeah, so you'll notice that these are called data chunks. So during the game, you'll be dragging a bunch of these from like social media accounts and other like websites and other places. Now, if these are orange, then this is a conflicting data chunk. That means that you have to choose one or the other. And so I can't choose both or none of them. I'm gonna go with my medical record because I don't have a dating profile anyway. So maybe I should have gone with dating profile. Task 5. Which information from your medical profile would you give to an investigator willingly? Past medical conditions and history. Pictures. Yeah, I have nothing to hide here. So size and weight. Current fitness parameters. Yeah, I'm totally unhealthy. Active prescriptions. Yeah, I don't really care about medical records. Though I don't know how this could be used against me. Maybe. If this sort of information was used to, for example, prevent you from getting a job or something, or like getting a driver's license, that might be a bit concerning. Okay, so I've selected all of these. How many tasks are these? How many? This is extensive. Task 6. Confronted with a situation below, which action would you take? Your best friend boasts about having been accepted into Orwell. Since you are working for Orwell yourself, you know that talking about your job is punishable by imprisonment. Oh dear. Without saying anything to my friend, I inform the national authorities at the next possibility. I warn my friend I'm working for Orwell too. Okay, that's also, I'm doing something illegal there too. I feign ignorance, but hint my friend talking about such a delicate job might not be advisable. I do nothing about it. I'm not a tattletale, so I think I'll go with, I'm gonna try to hint to my friend that you should probably not be doing that. Okay, next. What? Insufficient results. You failed the aptitude test. You will be disqualified permanently. What? The office has rejected you as an agent for special duty due to your answers in the aptitude test, but if you ask for it, the test shall be reset and you'll be given another chance. I cannot change my answers as... What the hell? I wasn't expecting this. If I select this second one, does that do anything? I know... LD says, I know what ruined you. I mean, these are my honest opinions. I'm gonna accept the disqualification, see what happens. I don't know if the game continues. I can't seem to select these data chunks here. There we go. Okay, what's... The game's gonna...
Hello, O'Brien.
Oh.
Is that you?
I have to disappoint you.
What? Raban, what? How? After all this time? I didn't think you'd...
Remember what you did? Again, I must disappoint you. I've not been blessed with a short memory.
What? Raban, listen. It wasn't me. I don't know anything about what happened there. That's the truth.
Truth. See, I never had much regard for the Bible, but there's one remarkable, groundbreaking moment. Before being sentenced to death, Jesus goes on and on about being a witness for the truth, but Pilate defies him with the simplest of all questions. What is truth? It is this particular question I've been pondering over for a very long time now. How much of the information ending up on our screens every single day has passed through so many other minds before, each one with their own bias and agenda. It is all cut down to size, proportioned, ready to be consumed. And yet we greedily swallow it all in blissful ignorance, because our hunger is unending.
Stop the nonsense and get to the point. What do you want?
To ask you a question. What is truth?
I don't understand.
Now you're the disappointing one. You of all people should, Oleg Bakay. There is only one thing about truth that is certain. Truth is dead. as you soon will be.
What? Why? You? How did you manage? How? Vart! Vart!
Okay. Okay. So I got disqualified, but it seems like I'm still in the Orwell program, so I'm not sure. Not sure what that means. So this is Ampleford. In the first game, there was basically had a handler from the government. His name was Symes, but this time around we have a different person, and it's her right here. So I guess I'll be doing the voice acting for Ampleford. Oh, thanks, Kalimo Games, for the follow. So you would accept disqualification just like that? You are either downright stupid or you are very loyal towards us. You might be exactly whom I need. My name is Ampleford. I am a part of a special division within the government, the Office. We get called in for the delicate matters. A man named Oleg Bakay disappeared a couple days ago. The last we heard of him was the call I just played to you. I have added a transcript of that dialogue to your reader tool. You can read it again or listen to the recording. When you're done, open the unknown person profile on the left. Okay, I'm just going to do a little bit of changes here. I'm just going to up the voices a little bit. So there looks like they've added some voice acting to the game, but it's not everywhere, of course. So when there is no voices, I will provide it, I guess, myself. And we can actually read through the whole transcript here. Looks like... yeah, so Rabin Vart. I'm just gonna read through this. Okay, so we've already gone through this. Let's go open the profile on the left here. Since you are paired with an investigator, I'll assume you're familiar with the procedure and spare you most technicalities. Okay, so because I've played the game before, or the previous game, she knows that I know what I'm doing. For starters, upload Oleg Bakay's name from the transcript to his file by dragging it into the profiler on the left. So Oleg Bakay, there he is. So we select this, and this is the way we construct a profile for a person. Good. This profile is now primed on Oleg Bakay. Now other data chunks related to this person might appear. Check the transcript for newly found data chunks. Let's scroll around here. You of all people should... Oleg Bakay, there's only one thing about truth that is certain. Truth is dead. Okay, so... was threatened with death, that is true, so I'm going to upload that. That's an odd thing to say, isn't it? We're taking that as a death threat, as did the National Beholder. And sometimes when you upload other data chunks, you're going to get different articles. So we can go look at the National Beholder, which is the media outlets of the nation. The National Beholder is the most respectable news site in the nation. You may browse their headlines freely to get informed. The recording of the call you heard ended up in their newsroom. Why? That's a piece of the puzzle we're missing right now. However, this article is a good starting point for our investigation on Oleg Bakay. To proceed, please adapt his picture and profession. Okay, so we can collect more information about his profile. So apparently Oleg Bakay was a Pargesian army officer. Pargesians, they belong to a neighboring country to the nation. The nation that we're belonging to is simply called the Nation. There's no actual name for it. Hopefully eventually we'll see a map of the surrounding area in a bit. As you see, Oleg Bakhay is an important figure in the Parjas army, our neighboring country. We are very concerned about his fate. Okay, well, let's upload a picture of him. Oop. Not exactly the most tender smile, but that's not what we're here for after all. I think the sound effects are a little bit low. Let me go turn those up as well. Okay, so actually let's read the article here. An audio recording of a phone conversation between Parjas army officer Oleg Bakhay and Rabin Vart was leaked to the National Beholder late Monday evening. Today is... I don't know what day it is today. Robert Vart is known as the editor-in-chief and founder of the highly controversial blog The People's Voice. In the ominous recording, which has since been verified by experts, the editor directly threatens the officer, claiming that Bakhay will be dead soon. In the light of Bakhay's recent disappearance, experts have developed a theory that the blog may be directly involved in or may otherwise have inside the incident. The fact that the recording was leaked by an anonymous source to the National Beholder has been interpreted as a direct threat to the Kassart administration of Parjas and their alliance with the nation. Ah, interesting. They're allied with this nation. I don't know if they were allied in the last game, which the blog openly and aggressively opposes. Okay, we can upload this part, I guess. Rabin Vart, that's the name that Oleg Bakhay mentioned during the call. Let's focus on Bakhay for the moment. We will get back to Vart in a second. Okay, so again, as you play the game, you're going to get a bunch of data chunks. You have to choose which ones you want to upload. There are some cases where you don't want to upload certain information, especially if it's irrelevant or might alert the government to do something that you might not want or might not be for the best interests of certain people. So let's go look at some other articles. Oh, there's the Parjesian army website. Captain Oleg Bakhay. Rank captain. Yes, he is. Agent, you may have noticed by now that for every data chunk you upload, 10 minutes of time pass due to Orwell's extensive search algorithms. Uh-oh. The events around us will unfold whether or not we are making progress on our case. Keep this in mind. Oh, great. Now they didn't have this in the last game, but it looks like there's a time limit for each episode. So I also have to choose carefully which information is more important. Which just makes me more anxious, to be honest. All right, let's just read through these before we upload anything. Call sign Janus. That's a military call sign. That might be important for later. Affiliation 1st Infantry Division Prava. Soldier record 2006. Assigned for protection of Prava from the ongoing threat through anti-government group Forces of True Parjas during Prava Civil War. Promotion. Awarded Medal of Honor for saving civilians. Okay. Got wounded in combat. In charge of 1st Infantry Division Prava. I'm not sure which... Oh, there's actually a bunch of different pages we can go to. Welcome. What's this thing? Let's get some more general information here. Army of Parjas, Protection, Preservation, and Perseverance. There's a lot of P's there. Jesus. More proud to serve the people of Parjas. Someone had some fun with alliteration there. Let's go click this. Oh, history. A history of bravery. Our forces have a long tradition of protecting the Parjesian country and our values courageously and relentlessly. The Parjesian army as it exists today was formed by the General Demjan Kassart as he freed Parjas from the oppressive Fiat regime in 2004. In spite of the successful re-establishment of peace and freedom in Parjas, evil forces still threatened the Parjesian people. The hate group Forces of True Parjas, FTP, caused a new conflict in 2006 by evoking a civil war among the Parjesian citizens using hate speech and propaganda to pull the shaken people of Parjas on their side. in spite of the Pargesian army, successfully, I should learn how to pronounce that properly, successfully defeating the renegade group in 2008 with the help of the National Army, their guerrilla war remained and peaked in the attack on our allies, the Nation, in form of the incident in 2008. I wonder if that's referring to the last game. I'm not sure if that incident means what I think it means. The goal was to promote fear against Parges and Pargesian citizens and cause civil unrest between the two nations. The Blaine administration of the nation then returned to help Parges control the troubling situation in regards to the FTP in our country. So, if I recall in the last game, I think the incident happened actually before that. The game had happened after the incident. When we were playing the game, the Blaine administration was the current administration, and there were some news articles about them helping Parges during that time. Let's go back to here. Is there any other places we can go? National Beholder. There might be. I'm just going to look around and see if there's any other things I might have missed. Okay, that's weird. Bomb obliterated Freedom Memorial. I'm a little surprised to see these articles here. I have a feeling this game actually takes place at the same time as the other game, because these articles happened during the original game. I don't know what you would call the original game. Yeah, there's definitely, Gian says, the detail is brilliant. I love the banner ad on the side. Oh yeah, there's definitely, we might eventually actually go hack the First National Bank. In the first game, and also we did actually go hack the university as well. Yeah. LD says, I'm currently playing the first game, and I just read those exact articles. Yeah, so it's interesting they're doing it like, and also look at the date. It's actually back in time. It's actually last year. So I don't remember when exactly the date the first game took place, but yeah, this seems to be around the same time. By the way, folks, the original game and this game, they're on sale right now. So you feel free to go if you want to play the original game yourself and try to get some more background on this. Feel free to support the developers and try it out yourself. Yep, LD has confirmed it. The date in my game is April 13th, 2017. So this is literally happening at the same time. It's just that how does that make any sense though? Because I played it as an Orwell agent in the first game, and now I'm playing it as a different agent this time? Did I just do some time travel or something? I'm a bit confused, but I guess things will be revealed later on. Okay, let's go back to Oleg, and let's choose some things to upload. I'm gonna upload Janice, because you might see that referred to. Janice, how fitting. He still goes by this call sign. I'm granting you access to our database, which you should have a look at. You'll understand it better after you see the files. Okay, so maybe that looks like that unlocks something. The office. Oh. While yes, we are in fact worried about our relations with Parges because of Bake, you will see that the whole truth is more complex. As you're not a simple investigator, you have access to an Orwell build designed to meet the specific needs of the office. You can utilize the data stored in the profiler in the left to circumvent certain restrictions that would otherwise bar us from making progress. Make good use of this ability within our database, and the data is stored in Bake's profile so far to solve my little mystery. Okay, so in the first game, most of the time you would be dragging stuff from the right, where from websites and all, and social media and all that, or emails onto the left. But in this game, they've unlocked, now you can actually take information that you've collected and put them into like text fields and other things. So we're gonna drag Janice and drag it into there and search for this call sign. You did it. Well done. I'll leave you to your well-deserved info for a moment to truly understand why this case is so precarious. Okay. LD says, my issue so far is at the beginning of Orwell 1 it says, this is a new program, you are one of the first, yet you are paired with your old profile, which is on the first day as an agent. This makes no sense. I mean, maybe it'll make sense later on. I'm not sure. We'll see. So there's a new picture of Oleg without his beard. I don't know if I should let's upload this, because that's significantly different from his other appearance. In case you're wondering, yes, that really is the same person. Oleg Bakay, Janice, May 4th, 1979. Why does that say May 4th, 1975? That's a little weird. Pargesian citizen? Yeah, we know that. Some of the information has been redacted, though. Confidential informant as officer of the Pargesian army. Ooh, there's a phone ID. I think we'll upload that. Tends to use names of people close to him as passwords. This has been strongly discouraged, but so far ignored by the subject. Okay. Let's upload... You know, let's upload this thing, because this seems like interesting information. Of course, we do inspect and observe the habits of our agents. What did you expect? Okay, so maybe using that information, we can try to unlock his phone. LD says, oh, he's one of those people. Luckily, Bakay is using one of our registered phone devices to communicate with us. It seems to be online right now. You can access it using the Insider tool, which I will unlock for you now. Oh, I think I'll also upload this thing just to ensure his identity. Yes, Bakay is our informant, placed inside the Pargesian army for years, now vanished into thin air. You surely grasp the danger this poses should it ever come out. We need to understand what happened and then possibly retrieve him, or contain the damage. To get to the bottom of this, we will have to investigate the person who called him last, Rabin Vart. You've already found a trace to him before on the Beholder. I will turn Vart into a target person now. Time to pick up from there. Okay. So now we can actually change profiles here. We can select Rabin and collect information about him. But now you can see this is going to turn into a nasty, complicated web of people as we progress through the game. I think I'll leave the rest of this information alone. Let's go to the Insider. Let's go log on. Of course, Bakay has locked his phone with our own encryption tool. I'm afraid not even Orwell can break that. You'll have to do this the old-fashioned way, by finding and applying Bakay's key. See if you can find a hint to discover his password. You may have to dig a little deeper to uncover it, though, so it may be advisable to check other resources first. Oh boy. I'm hacking a computer. Oh. So we know, let's go back to Oleg. What was it say about him? Has the habit of using names of people close to him as passwords. So I'm pretty sure it's not going to be his own name. That's kind of, I mean, it's himself, but I think it would be probably someone that is a relative or a friend, like probably family, I would think. But I'm not sure how we can find more information about that. Let's take a look at some other things here. Rabin Vart is known as... Okay, we can maybe... Let's go maybe fill in some details about Rabin Vart, since that is his last contact. We'll upload this little fact about his the People's Voice blog. The People's Voice. We have heard of them. This preposterous news site has people rallying for protests in Parges for years. Judging by that call, Rabin Vart and Oleg Bakay seemed well acquainted, even if it isn't the most friendly relationship, apparently. Your task here is twofold, Agent. First and foremost, we are to locate Oleg Bakay. Then, in order to understand whether Vart is behind Bakay's disappearance, we need to find out what connects the two in the first place. So there's another document open. Oh, we can actually visit the People's Voice blog. Let's go take a look at some countercultural views here. One more thing before I let you roam freely. Remember that we are bound to the division of powers defined by the Ethical Codex. You are now leaving charted territory as far as I'm concerned, and I have to rely on the data you upload to make my calls. Doubt anything you read, especially when it comes to the People's Voice. Don't give me wrong info to work with. I'm counting on you. Okay. So I'm probably not going to do it during this playthrough, but whenever you upload information that is clearly ridiculous, Symes or Ampleford will actually yell at you for that, so. People's Voice, saying out loud what needs to be said. A big fist in the air. Hashtag save Parges. The nation burns again. 3 people are murdered because of Blaine's incompetence, but guess who will be blamed? Click this thing. Oh geez, this is not a lot of capital letters in this thing. Blood runs the streets of the nation as it sees itself confronted with the next big act of terror right in its heart, the capital Bonton. 3 people have been brutally massacred right under the government's ever-so-watchful eye, in much to the surprise of all media outlets. It didn't surprise me not one bit. You all know it, even though no one dares to speak out, the nation, its corrupt leadership, and all of their deluded flock who elected them carry the weight of the Freedom Plaza bombing victims upon their shoulders. What does this one say? Rabin Vart blames assault on the Freedom Plaza on the government. Not sure if that's totally relevant. Their false promises of safety have finally been unmasked for what they really are. A means to put themselves in power and uphold their reign of terror. What a farce this country is. Thanks to the People's Voice and our efforts to get the facts out to the people, the situation in the nation has recently been rather calm. What does this mean? Has actively calmed the situation in the nation recently. How do they do that? Still, there is no doubt that Head Puppet Master Blaine will point his finger toward us Pargesians. Exactly this has been happening for years, dating all the way back to the so-called incident in 2008, where the entire Pargesian people were blamed by the party. I should also mention the government in power of the nation is also called the party, which is very reminiscent of certain parties of very authoritarian states. Here's what I say to that. As long as Blaine and Cassard remain in power, the best thing the nation can do is what it's actually doing right now. Burning down to the ground. A lot of rhetoric in that article. Oh, let's go back. President Puppet stops re-election plans. Oh, okay, there's some information about Rabin Vart. Let's upload his picture. A bunch of editors here. Not sure if we'll have to get information about those. Supported through donations. As a non-profit organization, we are funded solely through donations. The People's Voice is supported by the Angels of the Nation Network, a volunteer team who provide development assistance in Parges. The development funds are funding a... Okay, it's weird. Oh, there's an email address. Let's grab this thing. Very good. This will allow you to observe his work email account through the listener tool. Once Rabinvart receives an email and sends one through that account, you'll be notified and be able to read it. So we now have the listener tool. Right now, it looks like there's no emails to read, so we'll have to wait for those to pop up. Let's read this other article first. President Puppet stops re-election plans. Hold Cassart accountable. So this guy over here is President Blaine of the nation, where we live, and I'm guessing this guy is President Cassart. There's a concern that Blaine is pretty much holding up this Cassart as a puppet president. I'm probably not gonna read all of this. This has a lot of more capitals and exclamation marks. Does President Cassart think we're downright stupid? How does he even dare? We are not blind. We are not deaf. For all we know, Cassart is being controlled by the nation's shady administration. Believes Pargesian President Cassart to be nation-controlled. Oh, there's a stand up and watch Matt march the streets of Trifliff tomorrow. Updates on this via our Blabber account. It's like Twitter. Let's upload that. And he said, "Let there be riots," and there were riots. How did this man gain such an immense influence over his followers? So we can now check. I'm not going to upload anything about Vart at the moment. I'm just going to try to find other things. So this is apparently Blabber. Speak your mind. 250,000 listeners. It's not bad. What did you mean when you said Oleg Bakay would not be missed? Did you retire him? This is a misunderstanding. I am not happy either that Oleg Bakay has gone missing. This soldier is not the one to blame here. Okay, so we have a conflicting data chunk here. One says Oleg Bakay will certainly not be missed, and the other one says I am not happy either that Oleg Bakay has gone missing. So it's also not clear if, usually Twitter accounts have multiple people talking, or you can have multiple people post on there. So I'm not sure if this is actually all Oleg here. We'll come back to that one in a sec. This article is ridiculous propaganda. Mainstream media have been manipulating your thoughts since the dawn of humanity. Time to get rid of this enemy. This is relinking back down to the National Beholder article. Use mainstream media as the enemy. Okay, so we have a lot of stuff to look at. I think let's go back to this article. Blames assault on Freedom Plaza on the government. Has actively calmed the situation in the nation recently. I think we'll upload this one. He seems to blame the nation on the bombings. Rabinvart seems like a real charmer after all that the office has learned about him, which is not overly surprising after that phone call, I guess. He won't stop exploding assaults and misfortune of the nation for his own ends. This moment isn't ever any different. Oh, we got an email. What's this thing? From unknown person. Rabin, so I see you have decided to make use of my gift to you. A good choice. I am of the impression everything will come to pass exactly as I anticipated. Good luck, and I hope you will achieve our common goals. Your fan... Who the hell's David Johns? A fan. Cute. I'm not sure what he's referring to. What does he mean by the gift? But apparently David Johns is a fan of him. I'm not sure about this piece of information. I don't know what he's done to calm the the nation so far. Let's look at this one. This one says, yeah, believes Pargesian President Kassar to be nation controlled. Yeah, let's upload this one. President Puppet. I've seen the memes before. Oh god, memes. The nation would have zero factual benefit from control over Parges. I guess we're treading into territory where facts aren't given any weight. Okay, so maybe uploading that was... She seems to hint that maybe uploading that was not necessarily factual. Just an opinion. Mainstream... Use mainstream media as enemy. Sure. How about this one? Now that's a classic one. Demonize the free press. Straight from the dictator's guide to supreme rule. She sure has a sense of humor. Though, honestly, the National Beholder, I'm not totally sure whether it is... It's possible that could be government controlled, I'm not sure. We still haven't found any information on Oleg's possible password here. And there's no... Fortunately, we have no information about any relatives or any people that he knows. We could try a few things, but I think we're going to... Every try we do, we're probably going to... Oh, wait. Hold on. Shit, where's the original transcript? Yeah. When Oleg picks up the phone, he does say O'Brien. But unfortunately I can't grab this thing, because that seems like the closest thing to a person that he would know. If I knew more information about that, then I'd go for it. TCTC asks, can you search the cell phone number? Yes, we already have. We already have that information. Where is that? I think yeah, right here. So I've already uploaded this, and we have access to his phone, but we need a password. And the password I'm trying to find has something to do with a name of a person close to him. And so far, I don't know. We could try putting Rabin Vart's name in there, but I don't think... I have a suspicion that's probably not a close person to him. It probably is someone else. We could try if we run out of things to do, but I'm not going to do that right now. Let's see. Oleg Bakay. Oh, okay. Here's one thing we haven't done. Let's upload the 1st Infantry Division Prava, because there might be people in that division that he might know. Nope. A supporter? Pretty unspecific, huh? What's this thing? Oh. I see you found your first non-target person. Good. Orwell will keep track of them, but no data chunks or new documents for them will appear. I must authorize them to become a target person first, and I will only do so if I feel it is necessary. Okay, so there is a bit of... They do have some level of limitations. TCTC says, I meant into the agent database or listener. Not sure what you mean. Let's keep reading this email first, though. Okay, so Rabin's replied to David Johns. David, should I give him a different voice? David, thank you for your ongoing support and your kind words as always. You have proven yourself to be a true supporter of our cause. You will want to watch the news. I have no doubts that there will be a great stir very soon. What does that mean? I don't know if I should upload that. Yeah, let's upload that, because that's definitely cause for concern. For all we know, this guy has been trying to cook up a large-scale stir for years. I don't see it happening quite yet. Yes, he has succeeded to some extent with the ongoing riots, but we can keep the situation under control. the Twitter thing, sorry. Twitter? Let's go. Oh, yeah, I've got a bunch of different other things here. Oh, new headlines. Oh, this is the same article that we saw in the first game. Yeah, basically, so there is President Blaine, but there's also this woman, and she does show up in the last game. I'm not going to say very many spoilers here. You'll have to play the game yourself. But this is Minister Delacroix. She is the Minister of Security. And she's the one who's headed this Orwell program. So, and this article outlines what they call the safety bill. We can actually click in here. It's actually pretty much the same information before. I'll show you some things in here. So this is the party website. If you want to see lots like propaganda from a party of a nation, this is a really good example here. So the 5 pillars for a great nation. Kalimo Games, did I hear German? I'm bad at accents, sorry. I don't think I can do I don't actually, what was his accent in the recording? Me. And also my accents will probably go all over the place, so I apologize for that. But so yeah, you can see these are the 5 pillars. And so safety and security, economy and commerce, values and tradition, migration and foreign affairs, education and health. It's not so much that these are the 5 pillars, it's more the case of what things are missing from this. You don't see things like freedom, you don't see things like any sort of liberal sort of leaning values. It's very much an interesting safety and security is the first value here, which says a lot, I think. So here are the leaders of the nation. There's Robert Blaine with his, I think he kind of looks like he's wearing a toupee or something. Prime Minister Blaine is much remarkable visionary and as unmatched leader is a member of the party in the 4th generation. You can also see that this website likes to, how should I say it, circle jerk their own leaders and say, oh, they're the best, you know, which says a lot too. So Arthur Scott Gallagher, we haven't seen him too much in the last game. There's Catherine Delacroix, Secretary of Security. And then Peter Faulkner, Secretary of Defense. There's also the Pargis Peacekeeping Mission, which is, well, actually we can look at the safety bill first. So, see, there's crimes per 100,000 population. The party's elected, and you can see crimes going down, but it was already going down anyway. And then there's also the Pargis Peacekeeping Mission. So there was the incident was a terrorist incident in 2008, and basically the nation went into Pargis to do peacekeeping, quote unquote, and you know, do things like rebuild infrastructure, train police forces, that sort of thing. Kind of like when U.S. or the United Nations goes to another country. Participate, donate, volunteer. Okay, so this site is pretty much the same. That's a bit of a tangent there. Okay. I still don't know whether I don't want to choose this thing yet. Let's see. So Twitter, let's go with TCTC's suggestion here. Can you search the cell number in Twitter or Blabber? Not sure what you mean there. There isn't much else I can do on Blabber. The only thing I have is the People's Voice account. I don't think there's any way of clicking elsewhere. Yeah, that one just goes back to the National Beholder. Let's see, what else? What else can we look at? There's the home. Assigned for protection of Prava from the ongoing. So this one, maybe some of these things we can upload. Oh, that's the wrong profile. A bloody mess, that civil war. Parges has suffered a great deal from it. So did the nation. Awarded Medal of Honor for saving civilians. Not sure if I should upload that yet. Yeah, let's do it. We're approaching noon time here, so I'm not going to have too much. Gotta be careful of how much stuff I upload. Oh yes, Oleg Bakke is a paragon of honor. She seemed very sarcastic about that. Kind of hard to tell. Irrigation. Yeah, this doesn't seem very doesn't seem like very useful information. Nation burns again. What's on the home page? Okay, maybe we can get some more information about the Angels of the Nation network. So let's go to Rabinvart here. Let's upload this. Supported by a national donation network. I cannot help but wonder how they would react if we tipped them toward Vart's statement about the most recent assault. ... Oops. TC says date of birth. Maybe there's more info that can be obtained from it? Maybe. I'm starting to run out of things to upload. The nice thing about this game, it does show you along the right here. You can see it'll show you this sort of icon if there's data chunks that can be still extracted from those articles. So yeah, maybe date of birth might be the next thing to look at. Unless I do have to make a choice with that conflicted data chunk. Let's go upload. Go back to Oleg. Yeah, there is a typo here. So it does say May 4th, 1979 on the article, but the actual information is 1975. I'm pretty sure that's a typo on the dev's end. Or hopefully it's on a bug in the Orwell system. Uh-oh. So that didn't seem to give us any information. I wonder if I need to click somewhere else. You know what? I'm just going to... I think we already know the answer. I just want to listen back on that transcript again.
Hello. O'Brien, is that you?
I have to disappoint you.
What? Rabban, what? How? After all this time? I didn't think you'd...
Remember what you did? Again, I must disappoint you. I have not been blessed with a short memory.
What? Rabban, listen. It wasn't me. I don't know anything about what happened there. That's the truth.
Truth. See, I never had much regard for the Bible, but there's one remarkable, groundbreaking moment. Before being sentenced to death, Jesus goes on and on about being a witness for the truth. But Pilate defies him with the simplest of all questions. What is truth? It is this particular question I've been pondering over for a very long time now. How much of the information ending up on our screens every single day has passed through so many other minds before, each one with their own bias and agenda. It is all cut down to size, proportioned, ready to be consumed. And yet we greedily swallow it all in blissful ignorance, because our hunger is unending.
Stop the nonsense and get to the point. What do you want?
To ask you a question. What is truth?
I don't understand.
Now you're the disappointing one. You of all people should, Oleg Bakke. There is only one thing about truth that is certain. Truth is dead. As you soon will be.
What? Why? You? How did you manage? How? Vart! Vart!
Okay. I'm pretty sure from that recording that Vart wanted Oleg dead. So to me, this Twitter conversation here, I think I think Rabin posted this thing, and this second tweet as a reply is kind of like damage control. So I'm actually going to upload this thing, and hopefully it's not the wrong decision. Of course, he had to brag about Bakay's disappearance after the threat. Still, that doesn't answer whether Vart is responsible for what happened. Okay, at least that unlocked something else. The People's Voice admin panel? How did I get access to this? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, this confirms my suspicion. There's this organization is not just Rabin, there's other people behind it. What have you done, Rabin? So Shannon Carrillo. It sounds like they're accusing us of having kidnapped or killed this man. What have you done to Oleg Bakay, Rabin? Tell us the truth. Ilya Vart. Not sure what his relation to Rabin. Let's not jump to conclusions. I'm sure that Rabin can offer an explanation. I am starting to doubt whether TPV represents what I stand for. We sell ourselves as a blog for the Pargesian people, defending their rights and protecting their freedom. As part of that, it is our duty to criticize the Pargesian government and the military as a prime target. However, I never signed up to be labeled as a criminal. We don't threaten people, we don't kidnap people, and we certainly do not kill people. Oh, and he replied here, 10:48. This was 2 days ago. Calm down, Shannon. Since when do you believe that what the National Beholder prints? They are only trying to frame us. I have nothing to do with Bakay's disappearance. Did I call him? Sure. Did I get a little aggressive? I did. Before we left Parges, Bakay had his mind set on joining the Pargesian army. He asked me to take care of his 14-year-old daughter. Oh, there we go. That's probably the password. And I said yes, but soon after, instead of returning to his daughter, I learned he had left for the nation. He said he wanted to find work there. Then all of a sudden he returns and ranks up to an officer in the army. I'm fairly certain he works for the nation's government in some way. However, I have nothing to do with his disappearance. Do not believe the lies of the National Beholder. I was unaware of all this. I believe you. I really think you should watch what you say, Rabin. This is starting to get way too tense. This is getting people worked up in both countries. I'm with Shannon on this. I also believe you, Rabin. But you should really choose your words more wisely. You had in you. Don't let them intimidate you like that. These are just empty threats. We have to stand our ground now more than ever. We are not saying we disagree with you, Rabin. We are just saying, watch what you say. Oh, hey, Fred. Okay. So this is also a conflicting data chunk, but we don't know. It doesn't necessarily have to be on the same page. So you'll see there it says there is a conflict with one unknown data chunk. It means that we haven't found the other one yet. So before we consider grabbing this one, we need to find the other one and then make a decision from there. This one I'm going to upload about his 14-year-old daughter. Ah, I see. The two know each other back from where they lived in Parges. Well done, Agent. With the basic connection between the two clarified, our in-depth research of the lead up to this phone call can now begin. I need you to investigate and upload anything that you think is relevant and accurate about the background of these two. Discard anything else. Oops, excuse me. From what you gather, I will put together a theory about what happened and what we're going to do about it. At the very least, we need a solid motive for Rabin Vart making this threat to Oleg Bakay, and an explanation as to how Vart could contact him on his protected phone. If you need to keep track of your objectives, click on the Orwell eye in the upper left corner of the screen or press escape. Oh, how convenient. Let's click the Orwell eye. Okay, so find a motive for Rabin Vart's threat against Oleg. Find a way how Rabin Vart was able to contact Oleg. Find the whereabouts of Oleg. Find the key. Well, yeah, we definitely need to get that. turn up the music a little bit here. There we go. That's better. Okay, so Rabin admits he called him but denies having anything to do with the disappearance. What's this thing? Prava City thread. What are you planning on doing against the FTP? What's this thing? Jelena Lavrova, my family and I are thinking about leaving Prava. We have been living in this beautiful town for generations but do not want to leave. But since the FTP started the civil war, we do not feel safe here anymore. Currently in contact with officials of the Pargesian army. I'm not sure why we have this article here. There's not much else we can do at the current time, so we ask you to stay in a safe place and remain as calm as possible, given the circumstances. And, Rabin posted here. My greatest concern with my children. Oh. As this school's principal, I will therefore consider our options on how to protect the schools and Prava Secondary in particular. In April 2nd, 2003, that was like 14 years ago. Oh, Fred is asking with the game. This is basically we're a government agent, and we're trying to investigate and pry into the information, the private information of people, and try to stop terrorist attacks and all that. Maybe I might upload this thing. Former principal at Prava Secondary. That might give us some leads. There we go. Well, that might explain his preachy attitude. Oh boy. Oh, actually there's... Oh, jeez. Okay, so suddenly there's all these other things here. I want to keep looking at this page here. Oleg Bakay has posted, leave Pargis, and that is how you abandon not only your hometown, but your home country. And go where? The nation? This pitiful stretch of land? Never. Interesting. Believe me, you would be better off dying as a loyal citizen of Pargis than as an inferior renegade. In fact, I have devised my own way how to protect Prava and show that I am a true Pargesian patriot. I am going to volunteer for the Pargesian army and fight to free this country from the plague known as the FTP. Seriously, Oleg, you have a daughter. She is only 11 years old and she needs you. Please don't make any hasty decisions right now. Besides, if I may dare say so, I do think the FTP is fighting for the right causes, maybe with the wrong methods. After all, I don't believe Cassart will be doing us any good considering how he rose to power. And mind you, Cassart's ties to the nation are more than fishy. So that confirms his suspicion of Cassart being the puppet. Mind you, Robin, please don't tell me you are a terrorist sympathizer now. As for... Oh, here we go. As for my daughter, Radka. Hello, there's our information. That's what I want. So we can use... So probably the password is Radka. And they continue arguing. I'm not a terrorist sympathizer. Committed to join the army. But Oleg, okay, thank you. I really appreciate this. We do have our disagreements sometimes, but you are a good person and a good teacher, Rabin. Interesting. Okay, let's go see if we can... There we go. Has a daughter named Radka. Okay. Orwell reports you have removed the encryption from Bakay's device. Open sesame. Good work, Agent. This will aid us greatly. I'm not sure why Oleg's phone is currently on, though. Take a look. Call history. You can click trace to see where the phone is. It's displaying locations of the last 24 hours. 22 Tesley Road in Prava. let's upload that. Prava. Oleg Bakay is in his former hometown. Peculiar. Why is he hiding out there? Or rather, from whom? Rabin Vart? Excellent work. We will retrieve Oleg Bakay once we have a clear picture as to why he has gone missing in the first place, and what that call meant. Pine says, Radka is a very Eastern European name. I've come across it a few times back home. Apparently I got an achievement called Drained. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, we got another email? What's this thing? Revised article. Hey Rabin, I finished revising the article you sent me and scheduled it for 3 p.m. like you asked. Don't know if I'll be available for another one. I'm going to be a bit occupied tonight. I wonder what you're doing. Maybe I can spare some time remotely if I get a chance. One more thing, this Bakay thing is getting ugly. Lots of TNB believers, the National Beholder, are flooding us with threats on Blabber. Did you read any of that? Creeping me out. You know, I'd go to any length with you, just like when we moved to the nation. You're my brother. Nothing can change that. It's even fine if you're not telling me the whole truth. What about Karen? They even insult her. She doesn't deserve to be treated that way. Don't you think it's about time you gave out a statement? You can easily debunk these lies. So, I mean, it looks like people who are following the National Beholder are also spreading some possible mistruths as well. Our support of your blog. Oh no, here we go. Yep. So the Angels of the Nation is the non-profit that supports the blog, and now they're saying, nope, we're going to cut you off. So we regret having to inform you that we have temporarily suspended and recurring financial support to your endeavor. Our team has become aware of you using our donations to support a cause or causes directly or indirectly violating our terms of use. That's a convenient way of saying, yeah, you're not doing what we like. As you know, Angels of the Nation is an independent non-profit organization with the intention to support beneficial causes in or directed at parties. We strictly enforce a zero-tolerance policy on endorsement and incitement of aggressive acts or violent behavior of any kind, which we blah 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 blah. Damien Ferguson, blah blah blah. Okay. Yeah, whenever the game starts going into business speak like that, I'm just gonna tune out. Okay, so oh yeah, we still haven't. There's still some other stuff on this phone we can look at. Let's go out of here. Let's see. Call history. Oh, there's Rabin's phone number. Let's grab that. Nope. Perfect. With this number, we can track Rabin Vart's calls to and from his mobile phone with the listener tool. Oh, tune in. Do I have to read this part, or is there some voice acting for this too?
Karen, my love.
Hey.
Having a good day?
Yeah. So far so good. I called to tell you I'll be home late today. I'm sorry.
Again? They don't pay you enough for all the time you give them.
It's not about payment, and you know that. These people rely on me. They need me.
Yeah? Well, I need my wife at home with me some of the time. Am I asking for too much?
Raban, not so long ago you were among them. You have been in their position.
Yes, I know that. So was Ilya, so were the others. Yet none of us were national soldiers responsible for invading and ravaging countries. If it weren't for them driving refugees out in the first place, why, we wouldn't need these camps.
This again? We talked about this multiple times.
I'm well aware that this extra time you spend there is for her, isn't it?
Raban, she is... I'm worried, that's all. She's more reclusive now than ever. Something isn't right.
One more reason to avoid her.
You want me to cherry pick who deserves my assistance and who doesn't? All people get the same treatment, the same attention. That's my mandate. I thought you loved that about me.
I do. You're right. Of course you are. You always are. I'm sorry.
It's okay. So, are you good with me getting home late tonight then?
I am.
Thank you.
I will be waiting for you.
No, don't wait. It might get late.
Well, I can hardly go anywhere else.
You shouldn't say things like that. Anyway, I'll talk to you later.
See you.
Yeah, Rabin is a little odd, but there's definitely a lot of things from this conversation that make me think. I wonder why he says, well, I can hardly go anywhere else. Is he like, is he mobility challenged or something? And I'm not sure. Also, this Karen person, I'm not sure if she's doing anything untoward here. Yet none of us were national soldiers responsible for invading and ravaging countries. Believes the army of the nation invaded and ravaged Pargus. Okay, we can definitely upload this. That's a profile for Rabin's wife, Karen. Makes me wonder how it must feel to be married to this guy. Hilarious. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid uploading anything that is Rabin's. I mean, we've already done so already, but there's a lot of data chunks that involve Rabin's opinions about the nation and stuff like that. And I'm gonna try to maybe cut down on that a little bit. Fred says he sounds like the stereotypical Russian man. Okay, what does that mean? Arrival. What's this? Oh, interesting. Okay, this was posted 6 years ago. What we encountered in the safe country of the nation was not what we had expected. We finally made it the glorious nation where we were hoping to be able to live a normal life, away from the fear and danger that our home country is now plagued with. Unfortunately, what we found upon arrival in the nation does not seem to be a lot better. We were assigned to the Outer Bonton reception camp as a temporary solution. They do not seem to know what to do with us, and the camp is incredibly crowded. The most hilarious thing about this is that the media of the nation is telling its citizens a completely different story. They write about how openly we are welcomed, how we finally have a safe haven with free food, accommodation, and friendly people. Reality is the complete opposite. Now, don't get me wrong, I am more than thankful for being able to escape the terrible threat of war in our country, but the situation in this camp is simply dehumanizing. We are being denied basic human rights. Food and bathrooms are rare, and fights over both are common. The only ray of hope is our social worker Karen, who seems to be the only one around here who really cares. She does everything possible to help us, and seeing her once a week is one of the few things keeping me going right now. Despite the hardships we have sworn not to give up, we owe it to our people to make the situation here public and also tell the people of the nation what is really going on in these safe havens for refugees. I have decided to use this blog to publish facts, and facts only, about the war in Pargus. Interesting. So this is actually where it started. That kind of makes sense. Let's upload this about Karen. It's interesting. It seems like he married his social worker. Rabin Vert married his assigned social worker? Do you find this as odd as I do? Not really. Not really, Appleford. Assigned to the Outer Bonton refugee camp. So this is a link to another story. Let's click this. Reception camps of nation give refugees a chance of hope. Secretary of State Arthur Stevenson called reception camps of the nation a chance of hope. Blah, blah, 150. Probably not going to read this. It seems like, you know, the usual positive bullshit that you usually read from this. Everyone feels happy. We have a chance of hope. Yay. I'm not sure if I should upload that. I wonder if it's possible, because I'm pretty sure we've been uploading a bunch of data chunks that are not relevant, so I'm trying to be careful not to waste time with those. That's an opinion. Let's check Blabber here. Oh yeah, here's the people whinging at the people's voice. What the hell? So you start threatening Pargesian soldiers now? This is just going too far. Oh hey, GGGLE, thanks for the host. Much appreciated. Herman Liasov, tell us the truth about what happened to Oleg Bakke. Hashtag save Bakke. Oh, that's a new one. What did you mean? Okay, those are just 2 new posts there. So nothing. Okay, what does this give us? He's being attacked about him allegedly threatening Bakke. No, it's not useful. Yeah, that's not useful either. Let's check the secondary school that Rabin was principal of. Latest news reports stated that the troops of terrorist group FTP are getting closer to Prava, which made many parents raise concerns about sending their children to school. Therefore, to ensure the safety of pupils and teachers, the school administration has requested protection by the Pargesian army. That is the latest post from this. Prava Secondary Library to be reconstructed into bomb shelter. Due to current events related to the war, the school administration has now decided to provide a protective hideout from combat activities by upgrading our library to a completely autonomous shelter situated in the basement of the school. That's pretty cool. If you keep going back in time, it's a little bit less in crisis mode. So now offering child daycare, and Nikki Billington wins Prava Secondary's annual math contest. So much happier times back then, but it seems like the situation deteriorated quite a bit there. Let's take a look at some other things. News, faculty. There's another picture of Vart. English philosophy, that's not surprising. Christina Theranovska. Andrei Tlakinak. So these people don't seem relevant. Not sure if I should upload a new picture of him though. He seems to have grown his hair out since then. In mission. Oh, there's a record of attendance here. We can click this. Search through Prava Secondary Attendance Database. Please insert a date. I was noticing Oleg was saying Robin was his teacher. I'm kind of wondering if maybe... I don't know if we have a date for that. I don't think putting in a date of birth will really... Yeah, that's too far back. So maybe not. It's definitely something we can poke into. Faculty. Let's take a look here. Okay, so there is this conflicting data chunk. So we know, so either Oleg Bakke left Pargis for the nation to find work, or doesn't think highly of the nation and never wants to go there. This part here is not true because this is actually pretty old. It looks like this is when Oleg Bakke was younger. So there's an option in the game where you can actually disable data chunks. So if you know that you're not going to upload them, you can push that, so I'm gonna push that. Yeah, Pine, the music for this game is very excellent. It actually changes as you go through the different episodes, and it can get, depending on the situation, it can get pretty intense. So we're gonna go, let's go back to this discussion. We're gonna let's upload this data chunk here. Good. That might account for his loyalty towards us. Okay. It's 1:50 p.m. I have nothing to do with Baquet's disappearance. Okay. Back end. Let's go back to the... We haven't actually explored the Oleg's phone. It's still on. Let's go back to desktop. Check instant messages here. What is this? Warning, I fear that my cover might have blown, and I suspect Rabin Vart to be behind it. If this is true, this could seriously hurt us. Am now proceeding according to the protocol for a situation like this. Moving to secret location in order to conceal my whereabouts. I'm not sure, it's not clear to me whether this is this? Oh yeah, this is him messaging somebody. But I'm not sure who. Tried to warn the office about him as supposedly being... he's messaging us, messaging the government. Okay, went in hiding according to plan. Let's upload these. These seem important. He tried to warn us that Vart had compromised his cover? How could Vart have done that? How did he know? Keep looking for an answer. There must be something we haven't found out about this mess yet. Let's also upload this thing. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Hiding? You mean voluntarily? There was no plan which included going and hiding anywhere. Interesting. So why is he what? So he's messaging that he's going to a secret location, but apparently the office has nothing, the government doesn't know anything about that sort of plan, so I'm not sure. They seem to be as confused as why he's hiding there. Okay, let's go. Oh, whoops. How do I get back into Oleg? Let me into his phone. There we go. Let's check the gallery. Oh boy. Okay, now we get to see selfies and crap. I don't know what this is. Looks like an army of Parjas uniform there. That's a messy bookshelf. Is that literally it? Okay, there's nothing to interact here, so it's a little weird. The only thing we haven't looked at is the contacts information. So, okay, so we know who that other person is, Rinat Budasov, but doesn't seem like it's a relevant data chunk right now. Yep, I think we've got all the information from the cell phones. I guess we can leave it now. Let's take a look here. Revised article. Ilya. Okay, so Ilya Vart is his brother. Not sure if that's relevant. Let's go to Rabin here. Oh, here we go. Oh, nope, maybe that's something else. Looks like... Interesting. So the events of the other game, the original Orwell game's happening right now. This happens, I think, in the episode 2 or 3. So this says... Yeah, so initially there was an explosion in where is it? Yeah, the Memorial of Freedom, or Freedom Memorial. And then there's another explosion. In that game, you're trying to stop that. But it seems like we're not caring about this. We're trying to investigate something else. So this second explosion happens at Stelligan University, which is actually in one of those ads that you saw on the left there. Okay. A journey. What's this thing? We said goodbye to our dear home. See you on the other side. It has been about a week since I started the journey from my hometown Prava to the borders of the nation. Together with my brother Ilya, who is the only family I have left, I decided to seek a new life elsewhere. We have lost everything, our workplaces, our homes, and many of our friends. I even lost my ability to walk. That confirms what I thought. He's probably wheelchair bound. This genuinely surprises me. How did that happen? Looks like you are getting your chance to investigate a medical profile, even if it's not your own, like in the aptitude test. Oh, that's a nice throwback there. Okay, so we can look at his medical profile, but before we do that, let's keep reading this. The situation in Pargis is horrible. I do not and will never understand how people can treat each other like this. This is our home country, and we never wanted to leave, but now we have been expelled, and could not be more heartbroken to witness what is happening in the country where we spent our childhood, learned, lived, and loved. Will life really be better in the nation? Probably not. Though he says he doesn't know. Especially since the most important national news outlet recently published articles suggesting Pargesian refugees to be likely terrorists. All we can currently do is hope that these prejudices are not what the people of the nation stand for. We will soon find out. Botan Institute of Cultural Research hypothesizes unlikelihood of rise in terror attacks due to new wave of refugees. Statistically proven to increase by approximately 10%. I wonder how they came up with that number. If the number of refugees rises above 300,000 per year, that's a lot of refugees. The government of the nation has since increased regulations for crossing the Pargesian national border and established several refugee camps throughout the nation in order to oversee and administrate refugee fluctuation with more visibility. Activists criticize this practice as inhumane, while government officials assure that the camps provide a perfectly safe place for refugees from Pargis and other foreign countries. Okay, let's go look at Rabin Art's medical records. Okay, so date of birth. Currently residing in another Botan reception camp. The most severe symptoms described by the patient are pain and stinging in the lower back area, as well as tingling and an occasional complete loss of sensation in the legs. The patient reacts extremely aggressively upon questioning about his condition and is very reticent regarding the exact description of the event that led to his injury. The patient is accompanied by his brother Mr. Ilya Vart, who offered a more detailed description stating that Rabin had been buried by concrete blocks for at least 24 hours following the bombing of a school building in his hometown in Prava. Oh no. A detailed examination of the patient's legs revealed that there is no reaction to any sensation of touch, heat, or cold whatsoever. An examination of the lungs also shows difficulty of breathing and frequent coughing. The patient is not able to walk on his own and is currently being supported by his younger brother. The patient's injury resulted in trauma to the spinal cord and paralysis of the lower limbs, paraplegia. Since the request to Botan Reception Camp Administration for financing of an MWC, manual wheelchair, for the patient has been filed. And some medication as well. Manual wheelchair. also upload this incident. What? Buried? And he survived this? This is not correct information. It's old information. I'm not sure if his date of birth is useful though, so we'll leave that alone. Ah, boy. This got depressing. I'm not sure where else to go here. We know he's Pargesian. Let's disable that one. Let's take a look. Users. There's some other pages on the People's Voice here. So users of the People's Voice. So Rabin, Ilya, Shan, and Dan. Log. Okay, so nothing. Made changes to donations plugin. Change header information on profile page. Shannon Carrillo. Can I click profile pages for these people? No. Drafts. Crime statistics continue to get faked. This seems like an unpublished article. It's like WordPress almost. So nothing much there. What's the last data chunk here? Let's upload this one. Rabin Vart mixes truth and lies adeptly to trick people. Take whatever he publishes with a grain of salt, as there are typically few truths. Be very, very careful when dealing with him, Agent. I have to rely solely on you. Okay, 3 o'clock. Oh, jeez. No pending article draft. Oh, it looks like the article got published. There we go. Looks like he finished the article. They put Catherine Delacroix in a criminal suit here. Criminals are degenerates who wear striped clothing, monsters who make women and children cry. They are predominantly male and usually foreign and present a danger to the public. Thus, they must be isolated or locked away. Or so goes the cliché that has been hammered into the public consciousness of the nation. Of course, it is in the best interest of the media and the government to push this myth. Headlines sell papers, and National Secretary of Security, Catherine Delacroix, has certainly given out quite the headline. Proudly, she presents her statistics that these so-called criminals have been kept under control by her successful policies. But, taking a close look at these policies, one cannot refrain from wondering, who may be the real criminal? After all, she is the... oh god. That is the Secretary of Security. This seems like an article of no facts and just a bunch of rhetoric here. The Blaine administration has been touting a policy of surveillance, a straight violation of privacy, for years now. Yet hardly any of the nation's citizens seem to take notice of this fact. Are Blaine and his despicable followers included in these crime rates? I highly doubt it. Got some more stuff on here. What's going on here? Do you think FTP is running the line for the right causes? What about residents? Oh, thanks for the follow, KIC11231. Much appreciated. So there's this residence page on the city of Prava. I haven't looked at this. Prava City News. Jerome's Flowers is looking for a new florist. Okay, that seems a little bit... Actually, this is all before the war, I think. Oh wait, no, this is after... Yeah, When does this happen? Hold on here. There's actually several pages here. This is a thread. This happened in 2000... 2006. Okay. Trying to get a timeline of what's happened here. And this stuff is happening... Okay, so this is post-Civil War, I think. Since the situation in Pargus is slowly calming down, and we all need to stick together after years of conflict and war in our beloved home country, the city administration has decided to provide citizens of Prava with a new way of connecting, communicating. Oh, so it's basically this message board. Okay, so it looks like life has just continued. We are below the snow and above the fog. Being part of the province of Vojvodina, Prava is situated in the heart of Pargus, at the bottom of Mount Banj. The urban area of Prava has approximately 34,500 inhabitants, and we are very proud to be one of the few places in Pargus where avid bird watchers can spot the long-eared owl, one of the most famous symbols of Prava. We have numerous parks, hunting, blah blah blah. Yeah, seems pretty healthy. There's a lot of not so relevant background information, but it looks like Prava is doing well. I'm actually not sure if Prava is doing well. Why haven't these guys gone back to Pargus? By the way, folks, if you think the music is a bit too loud, do let me know. I'm just gonna touch it down a tad here. And also the voices a bit in case we get another phone call. Let's close that there. Okay, faculty, English, philosophy. Yeah, we've already looked through this. News. The school administration. Protective bomb shelter. I don't know if that's relevant. None of these seem relevant. Arrival. We're assigned to the Outer Bonton. Oh, maybe we can get some information about the reception camp. Let's go upload that information. There we go. Rabin Vart calling Ilya Vart. There we go.
Ilya Vart speaking.
Brother?
Oh, hey Raban. I didn't expect you to call. I'm getting ready for work. I have no idea what's going on with the donations. I swear they were working, and I haven't changed anything in the back end.
Forget the donations. I need your abilities as my co-writer. You must write me an article.
Right now, is it important?
It is.
What do you want me to write about?
There has been a second assault in Bonton, at Stelligan University.
Another one? Oh, wow. They really have got a situation here, don't they?
We need to cover it. Draw attention to how the government is failing its people.
I'm not quite sure if I'll be able to pull it off at work. I feel like they're watching me already.
Do you stand with me, brother? Or has the nation's corruption and wealth finally swayed your sympathies?
Raban, I stand with you. I've told you this.
Then I have faith in you, brother.
Are you preparing a statement about these threats? This has to stop. Are you gonna say something?
Yes.
Ah, great. Finally.
And it is going to be the most remarkable statement I have ever made. The destruction of the cooperation between Cassett and Blaine.
Destruction? How?
Patience, brother. It won't be long now. Take care of the article.
Okay, I will do my best to get it done for you. Give me about an hour for the draft. I'll put it in the back end.
Good. I'll be waiting. Until later.
Yeah, until then.
Okay. So Ilya's going to make an article. I wonder if we can kind of edit that article as it goes out. That'd be pretty interesting. Let's take a look at the data chunks that we've produced here. Destruction of the cooperation between Cassart and Blaine. Co-writer. Let's upload this one. See if there's any other information about Ilya. Okay, maybe nothing interesting there. Let's upload this one. Ha! We got a little hubris going here, haven't we? No such thing will happen. Cassart and Blaine working together is the best thing that could have happened to Partis. Why destroy it? Because he thinks he's a puppet. Okay. Oh, here we go. National Immigration Database, Rabin Vart. Social Security number. Oh, nope. Wow, that's a lot of information there. So we got a notebook, we got a social security number, we've got a date of registration. Alright, let's grab this notebook. Excellent. With that, we will be able to get a glimpse directly into the lion's den, and probably useful data on our targets. Desktop. Okay, Freedom Plaza, what's this? To do what? Why is there a picture here? Anything in the trash? There's always fun stuff in the trash. A token of my appreciation for your blog. Oh dear. Robin, I found something you might be very interested in. I've done some digging through the document, and there was even a phone number of a device they issued to this guy, Oleg Bakay. No need to thank me. This proves what you have been writing about for such a long time. Make everyone see it now. Okay. So this is... We already have this information, don't we? Let's double check this. Oleg Bakay... His phone number... Where is his phone number? Oh, I see. That's his UID. I'm not sure if uploading this is useful. Because we have his the UID for his phone. I'm not sure if having his phone number is even... What is this? Perco leaks. Knowledge is power. We give the power back to the people. Operation Flying Dog. Operation Flying Dog is a document about how the Pargesian soldier Oleg Bakay was arrested by soldiers of the nation after an incident during the Civil War, only to be released again later and placed as a spy within the Pargesian army. Oh boy. Load this thing. Damn it, I knew he must have been revealed. This changes everything. If Bakay's secret is out there, then that's how Vart came across the info, but this alone doesn't appear to be enough of a motive. Agent, I hate to say this, but with this new perspective on the situation, we have to put Bakay's loyalty into question. If you find any hints at possible disloyalty of our agent towards us, you need to let me know immediately. Uh-oh. Okay. About Percoleaks. So it's like WikiLeaks, but it's percolating. Yep. We never publish false information. We analyze it before we publish it. Our most prominent leak so far was the footage of torture and murder during the Pargesian War committed by soldiers of the nation, clearly showing multiple violations of basic human rights and corruption. Okay, so maybe we'll try to rely on this source. We can also... Oh god. We can upload information to Percoleaks as well. We only accept uploads of documents about official operations sanctioned by the nation. All other uploads will be rejected. So eventually we'll probably come into possession of documents. Though we could also forge some documents too if we wanted to. I wonder if his social security number was going to give us anything. Let's grab this guy. Doesn't seem to unlock anything. Don't know what else to do. Nation burns again. That's an opinion. Let's. This one is. So the dates of birth match. That's good, I guess. Check blabber here. These are, yeah, let's disable these two. These are not useful. Oh, yeah, let's keep going. Let's keep looking through Rabin's computer. I keep getting distracted here. So, system. Browser history. Anything? So he did look at, so it looks like Rabin did look at the Operation Flying Dog documents. And then he did a search for Oleg Bakay Pergesian army. That's interesting. And he looked on the articles here. Okay, so that just confirms that he just reads. He just read some things. Nothing. He did search the Bonton inner city map. I'm not sure for what purpose. Let's look at pictures here. Prava secondary rugby team. Let's see. Cam ID. Who's that in the picture? It kind of looks like that might be Oleg. Maybe. Everything's a mess in this place. Might be. Oh yeah, no, they were saying that this was a library. Oh. Shit. Yeah, maybe we should upload that part about the library. Bakay. Interesting. Oleg Bakay has been talking to President Kassart directly. I'm not sure if that's relevant. Bakay deal. Rabin Vart cooperated with Oleg Bakay at a school. Interesting. This one. Oh, there's him in the wheelchair. I'm guessing that is... What's her name? Janet, I think? And that's Ilya, probably. What's this one? Philosophy class... Huh. So, I'm trying to think. This one seems to imply that Oleg has contacted President Kassart, but I think this may maybe just be a medal ceremony. So I'm not sure if that's relevant. There's just so many different things to upload here. Let's take a look here. Karen Vart. Oh yeah, not Janet, Karen. That's her name. National soldiers believes the army, the nation invaded and ravaged Parjas. Yeah, this is the part of the adventure game where I'm kind of a little bit stuck, and also it's already 4 p.m. So I'm a little bit concerned I don't want to go into any rash decisions here. School administration. Okay, let's try this one. School administration has requested protection by the Pargesian army. I wonder if that's going to give us any information there. Wait, army protection for a school? Seriously? Things must have been bad, or someone must have been really worried. And the school administration... This one's about the library, so maybe that'll connect with the pictures that we found. Oh, there we go. An autonomous shelter at a school. Seems a bit overprotective if you ask me, but then again, considering he thought about getting the army for protection, this pales in comparison. What's the related article? Oh, looks like the draft is being published here. An unsung hero that you need to know about. Oh, Ilya is writing about his brother here. We have not been maintaining this blog for a while. I would now like to renew it by telling a story. The story of an unsung hero that you simply need to know about. The story of a person who never got the credit he deserves, which I know I will now change. It is a story of my brother Rabin, who wrote most of the previous articles for this blog. Rabin has told you about our long and troublesome journey from Parges to the nation, about how we had to live in a refugee camp for an inhumanely long time under terrible conditions, and about why we had to leave our beloved hometown. You, my dear readers, have in a way been on this journey with us, but he has never told you about the fact that he lost his ability to walk during the terrible events in Parges. He has not told you about why he made this sacrifice and what a true hero he really is. Rabin is not a man who likes to share his personal stories, but I have decided it is time. Especially if you are a reader from our home country Parges, you ought to know this about my brother. The incident that finally forced us to leave Parges was a tragedy, especially in the eyes of my brother. Pravis Secondary, the school that Rabin was teaching at and had in fact helped to build with his own 2 hands, was bombed to the ground. A place of learning, a place of safety, a place that Rabin had always offered the Pargesian children the opportunity of a good education, was nothing more than a smoldering rubble. During the bombings, most of the children from Rabin's 6th grade class had been trapped in the school garden shed, as they had not been able to make it to the safety of the library, which they had been using as a bomb shelter. Against what everyone told him to do, Rabin ran out to the shed and saved these children from certain death in this hellish attack. He did not rest until every one of them was safe in the library. Without his brave escort, they would not have made it to the shelter, where they were able to wait in safety until the bombing was finally over. The shed was destroyed only minutes later, but Rabin himself, he had not made it safely back before the bombs dropped. He was buried under rubble for almost a day, clinging to his bare life until we finally discovered him. But he had paid a high price, his ability to walk. I cannot tell you how much I admire my brother for so much bravery. Although I know that he would never have permitted me to write this article, I have decided that you, dear readers, simply needed to know this. I mean, it's very possible that this could be a lie. I don't see any reason it could be a lie. Oh, there's another related document. Saving others while risking his own life. Now I see why his followers treat him almost like a religious figure. Well, Agent, I think it has become clear already that Rabin Vart is only a shadow of his former self. His actions today are what matters. Okay, let's also... looks like there's some drafts going around here. So the draft here says, once more the innocent will be punished by Ilya Vart. The assault on Steligan University is a horrific, terrible crime. We all know that not real perpetrators will be punished for this. The Pargesian people will be blamed and are the ones who are going to suffer, especially the ones living in the nation. Oh, it's going to be a persecution of the minority, basically. Let's take a look here. Ilya made changes to the donation plugin. Looks like there's some reactions happening on the blabbers. I am not responsible for the disappearance of Oleg Bake. Besides, this man is no angel either. I have reason to believe that he was involved in this horrid attack on my school back in 2010. Many children died because of him. I know that he was one of the people in charge during the Pravis school attack, since, knowing what would happen, he did not let his daughter attend that day. Huh. so this one's a conflicting data chunk, but we don't know which one it's conflicting with, so I'm not going to touch that one yet. But he seems to have a reason Oleg is not fully innocent here. He may have been involved in the attack on the school. Fred in chat says, chat is sure is quiet. I think most people are just listening me narrate this story here. What's this one? Okay, so these are reactions from back when this is back in 2012. So I think this is in response to the article about Rabin and his plight, what he did at the school. The FTP should pay for this. It was them who were responsible for this horrific attack. Oh, there's actually a National Beholder article for this. A secondary school in Western Parjas was bombed by rebel organization Forces of True Parjas. Oh, here we go. A school in Prava, village in Western Parjas, was hit by several missiles on Monday afternoon. According to an official statement on behalf of the Army of the Nation, the attack was initiated by rebel organization Forces of True Parjas, FTP. Intel revealed that the group was harboring key officials who were hiding in the basement, which serves as a makeshift bomb shelter for the Prava secondary students and their families in time of emergency. Key officials. As reported by the National Army, the rebel group had started the attack on the National Army soldiers as the National Army soldiers had surrounded the school, requesting officials to surrender immediately. The explosion, which was initiated by the FTP, caused the school's principal, Rabin Vart, to be buried under concrete and rubble for 24 hours. And the rest of that there. Wait, hold on. Mr. Vart was injured on Monday, December 6th, 2010, and was buried at least until late Tuesday evening. If it had been any longer, he would have certainly died. Okay, so this data chunk right here, we need to check this against his medical records. So it says he was injured on December 6th, 2010, but I remember seeing somewhere else. Where did we see that? Let's check his medical records first. So this was after. So not the medical records, but maybe the immigration records. Date of registration, February 6, 2011. Yeah, I seem to remember that there's a discrepancy here. What's this thing? It was a military... Oh, I see. No, it was not the FTP. The National Beholder is nothing but a lying, manipulative, brainwashing machine. In reality, it was a military bombardment that wounded me severely. So this one conflicts with Lost Ability to Rock. Military bombing. The conflict is with... Okay, so it's either the explosion was done by the nation, the Army of the Nation, or by the FTP. And Rabin believes it is the nation that did it. His injury occurred on December 6th, 2010. I'm trying to find... there was something... We read something that confirmed this, or at least... where did we find that? Forward back in 2010. This one, another one here. His daughter was absent on the... Okay, so this one's... We still don't know the conflict there. Shit. Nation burns again. Okay, let's disable this one. We don't... Disable this one. Do you guys in chat remember where... I don't know if you've been paying attention close enough, but I seem to remember there was a mention of when he was injured in some other article, but I don't remember exactly where that was. I'm gonna turn down the music just a tad again. Getting a little bit too intense for me. Like that. Whoop. So 2010. FTPs were fighting for the right causes. Or maybe I'm confusing it with other things here. FTP should pay for this. It was Pine says, I can't say I remember where we saw that. Yeah, maybe I'm getting confused with some of the other dates in the medical records or the immigration records. But I feel like I saw somewhere. Actually, it probably is in the People's Voice somewhere. Let's see. The Unsung Hero. Is there no date on this one? This was published 2012, so no date is mentioned here. I don't know. I just don't believe anything from this article because it's not substantiated. The one true thing about this is he was buried for 24 hours. That is true amongst both of them. I mean, I have to kind of choose one or the other at some point. National, he's the army. Is there any? Oh, actually, what about the library? Yeah, I don't think. If this was the picture of the library, then there would be. I would guess that there'd be officials in this picture. This is. Oh, wait a minute. This is. Wait a minute. This picture is from today. April 13th, 2017. So, what is this? Why is this? Why does he have a picture of this? Okay, so that's not it. Beckay deal. Cooperated with Oleg Beckay at his school. Cooperated. LD says, remember, a bomb just went off. People will be freaking out. Yeah, I know that. Cooperative Oleg Beckay. I'm gonna pull this and see where this goes. They had some kind of deal going on at Vart's school? Oh, what's this? Oh, looks like the article got published. Once more, the innocent will be punished. Terror strikes, Bonton and Pargesians are blamed. Again, it seems like a bunch more rhetoric. No data chunks to extract out of this, so nothing much there. There's no pending articles here. On a completely unrelated note, Fred says in chat, have you ever realized that when you eat meat like chicken, you're eating dead meat and that's being converted into live meat? I don't usually think about those questions, Fred, but right now the lives of the nation are at stake, and I don't know if this is the most relevant topic to be talking about. People's lives could be at stake, Fred. What are you doing? Stop going to KFC. Jesus. Losses billion FTP attack. Like, my bullshit detector is pretty much thinking this article from the National Beholder is bullshit. So yeah, I'm gonna believe, you know what, I'm gonna believe the other side. So we're gonna go Where is that one? Let's go back to the National Beholder article. We're going to go to the other side of this. Right over here. Military bombardment that wounded me severely. I hope this is the right... I don't know if this is the right choice, but I'm going to go for it. A military bombardment. The Pargesian army. This indicates that Baquet might indeed be involved in the attack. I've seen enough. I believe we have sufficiently proven Baquet to be involved in the attack on Vart's school. Really? This has got to be Raban's Vart's motive behind his actions. He is out for revenge. The fact that Baquet kept his role in this from all this time is not doing him any favor. There will be consequences. So did we get that? Okay, so the only... So we solved this. Find a motive against Oleg. Find a way how Rabin Vart was able to contact Oleg Baquet. Okay, so it looks like... Oh, I think we're missing a piece of information. And we actually did see it on Rabin's PC. It's actually this thing, because this is how he was able to contact Oleg. So let's upload this. Let's see if that changes anything. The number for Baquet's protected office phone is out there? This cannot be happening. This is how Rabin Vart reached him, and who knows how many other people have his info now. This is a complete disaster. Okay, so that solves that objective. It's already 5 p.m. now. We still need to figure out this last one. Find a motive for Rabin Vart's threat against Oleg Baquet. Where is that? Yes, so there were some accusations from Rabin about Oleg. I think it was on Blabber. Just trying to look around here. There it is. The problem is this is conflicted with something else, but I don't know where that is. I have reason to believe he was involved in his horrid attack on my school back in 2010. So let's upload this. If he really believes that this would be a strong motive, good. We can't work solely on what Rabin Vart believes, though. We need to clarify whether there are any more hints of Baquet being involved in this. You have gathered all we need. I will get an intervention team ready from a local base near Prava to go and look for Baquet. Oh. They're on their way. Now let me try and make sense of everything we've gathered. I need to decide how we should approach this. Rabin Vart was a school principal back in Prava, Pargis. He was also the teacher of Oleg Baquet's daughter, who went to fight in the Pargesian army. The school was bombarded by military fire. Vart managed to save the students by leading them to the shelter he built, but he lost his ability to walk. Based on the info we have collected, it's possible Baquet was involved in the attack somehow. It's also possible that Vart learned about it and plotted revenge. If we had been aware of his involvement in this act of aggression towards his school, we would never have recruited him. Now Baquet is hiding out somewhere in Prava for whatever reason. This is it. The theory about the situation we're facing. We will make sure to deal with it accordingly. Somehow I don't feel like this is the right answer. I feel like I'm missing some information. We also weren't able to solve this unknown data chunk here, so don't think this is the best way of going about this. The intervention team is in place. I'm switching over to command. I'll let you listen in via the listener tool. Okay, let's see what happens.
Echo 1 reporting. Come in, Command.
Commander's reading you.
We have arrived at the designated location.
What is it like?
Sorry, Command. I don't quite follow.
The location? Tell me what you see.
Looks like ruins of a school that has been hit by a large explosive, possibly an airstrike, maybe artillery fire.
Huh. Can you traverse the ruins?
Affirmative, but the damage is catastrophic. Are you sure the target is around?
Absolutely. Move in and keep me posted at all times. Describe to me everything you see.
Understood. Echo Squad, move in. Entering primary hallway now. The hallway has been severely damaged. You can see the sky right through multiple stories. Some parts are completely caved in. Proceed with caution, Echo Squad. The damage definitely originated some time ago. There's vegetation spreading all over the place. There are some adjacent rooms that seem rather intact. Echo 2, Echo 4, clear them. Rooms are clear. Lots of bags lying around. There were still some geometrical drawings on the chalkboard. The place was clearly left in a hurry. Moving into the next corridor. There's... Oh, shit!
What is it?
Part of the ceiling gave way. Nearly hit one of our operatives. Status, Echo Squad. Dust off.
Ugh. Can you proceed?
Affirmative.
Do it.
Roger. Moving on now.
Status?
All clear. No traces of the target. Some doors are blocked by debris, but there's zero chance they have been opened recently.
Listen, I need you to find the target person. He is around.
There's a basement stairwell that we haven't checked yet. Moving there now. Watch your corners, Echo Squad. Not much left here either. The projectile went right through half the building like a hot knife through butter. Hate to say it, but we may be out of luck. Wait, found something. There's a hatch leading further down. Looks used recently.
Finally, proceed.
Affirmative. This is the school's library, still intact. Someone put a lot of effort into turning this into some sort of autonomous bomb shelter. And they succeeded. Even the power is still on. From what I can tell, this thing even has working surveillance cams on the walls.
Huh. Peculiar. Maybe Bakay is able to use them. Proceed with caution.
Definitely wouldn't want to. Movement! Get down! Get down! Echo Squad, contain the target!
It's the target. It has to be.
Oleg Bakay, we know you're here. There is no way out of this shelter. Throw your weapons into the middle of the room and come out from your position with your hands on your head. Visual on target. Identity confirmed. It is Oleg Bakay. Your order.
Bakay has been proven to be a traitor to the office. He is a liability as long as he is alive. Terminate him.
What?
Report in.
Target down. Oleg Bakay is dead.
Very well. Mission accomplished. Make sure the area is secure, then disengage.
Understood. Echo Squad, move out!
I didn't really want to kill Oleg, but... I could upload this fact that Oleg is deceased. Yeah, I somehow got him killed. I'm fairly certain if I played this episode differently, I might have been able to save him. Yep, I'm a murderer. Whoops. Whoops. Well, that's what I get from just uploading random data chunks. Actually, this is interesting. I could upload this to Orwell, but maybe it might be better not to. Turn that off. Now what do I do? Yes, I murdered a guy. So it actually looks like that's not the end of the episode. There's still some stuff here. What do I do now? I guess I have to keep uploading stuff. Date of registration, date of birth. Mr. Vart was injured on December 6th, 2010. I'm pretty sure he was shot fatally. That's how you kill people. I do think where FDP is fighting for the right causes. Let's upload that one. Terrorist fits the picture. Fred, oh geez. That's a really dark joke, Fred. Yeah. Were his last words Oleg? Oh dear, Fred. Fred, if you ever play this game yourself, let me know how you end up doing it, or if you play the original game too, because I'd be interested to hear about your ethical position on these sort of things. So that's news. Mission. Oh, this is how. Oh, I get it. Okay, so this is how we can. Shit. I wonder if we know Oleg. Crap. We need a date first, so when's a good date here? Do we have any? So basically we know Oleg, the conflict right now says, the conflict data chunk says Oleg's daughter was not in attendance when the bombing happened. And we know his daughter's name is Radka. And yeah, Fred, this is a fictional country. The name of the country is The Nation, and one of the neighboring countries is Pargis. Actually, I'll quickly bring this up here. Where is it here? I think there was a map around here that showed the situation. I don't remember where it was. Yeah, there's a. I'm pretty sure there was a picture of showing the nation next to Pargis, but it might be in a National Beholder article instead. And it's also, there's no music in the game right now, so it's a little bit daunting here. Okay, so shit. We need a date. I think that yeah, let's go to, there is a date in the National Beholder. So this one, let's upload this to Rabin's profile. Fill the space with a little ASMR. Not sure if that's really appropriate since a guy died. So, okay. So, yes, I like murder. Yes. No, I don't think so. So I'm gonna assume that this date is correct. Let's just go with that for now. So December 6th, 2010. Using that date, I'm gonna try to feed that into the attendance records at Prava Secondary, because that's when the bomb hit. And then we can confirm, right here. So according to this, according to the records, Oleg's daughter was in attendance, which is the other side of this conflict. And I wonder if, I don't know if that absolves Oleg. Let's go to Oleg's profile here. I'm assuming this information is correct. Wait a second, if Bakay's daughter was present, then we can be pretty certain that he wasn't involved in the attack. With Vart as her caretaker, he must have been aware, meaning there must have been more behind Vart's threat. Well, now you come to that realization? Jesus, Appleford. Okay, so yeah, I'm to be honest, I'm a little bit lost here because Oleg's dead, and there's no other objectives for the rest of the day. But we've at least solved this conflicted data chunk, so that clears that up. I wonder if I should I go? Let's go look for some other ones here. I wonder if I should upload the chunk that, you know, just this one I disabled about Oleg Becky being dead. Let's upload this and see what happens. I'm sorry if I shocked you there. Becky endangered our efforts and our other agents by extension, even you. We cannot tolerate it. We cannot tolerate that. I would have warned you beforehand, but I feared you would have second thoughts. We must not be hindered by emotions. Not sure if I'd agree with that, lady. You will learn what it means to be part of the office. Take this as your first lesson. With time, you will... What's happening here? What the? This bastard, the people's voice. Rabin Vart is streaming right now. You need to see this. This is weird. I'm streaming, and then this guy's streaming. This doesn't make any sense. Okay, it's kind of a stream in a stream. What platform is he streaming on? That's my question. Let's take. Where do we go here? Announcement. The government of the nation is lying to you. Actual proof of this. Play podcast. The government... Oh, it's a podcast. Play this thing.
My dear followers, yes, this is exactly what you think it is. I found Oleg Becky. What you see before you is an image obtained from a surveillance camera feed from the ruins of my old school, showing him among soldiers of the nation. These highly trained professionals cowardly shot him, a soldier in service of the Pagesian army, while he was hiding away from them. Now, as shocking as that image may be to you, the heinous nature of the national government is laid bare before you. Through their propaganda machine called the National Beholder, they dared to make their false allegations against me and the people's voice as a whole. They claimed I'd be responsible for Becky's disappearance, when it was them all along. But why would they murder a fellow soldier when President Kassat and Prime Minister Blaine are such close friends, you might ask? Oleg Becky was the person responsible for the attack on Prava Secondary, the school I have been principal of a long time ago. And they knew it. They knew the moment he'd turn up dead, everyone would blame me. They took a life, only to shut me up once and for all. But the people's voice cannot be silenced. So what is there to do for you, my dear followers, against the oppressive force of the national government and the Kassat regime? Do not listen to their corrupt and manipulative media outlets. Do not fail to remind Kassat what has transpired here today. Do not let them sweep this under the carpet, to pass the buck, to influence you with such outrageously false information, to take a life to manipulate your thoughts. Or you may be next. Stand up for your rights and resist Kassat. Resist Blaine. Let's retake our country from President Puppet.
How the hell did that happen? Good question, Appleford. Where did he get those pick? Oh no, the surveillance cameras. God damn. This will have severe repercussions, I fear. We will have some more containment to do. Oh hey, thanks Fred for the host. Even though we are facing a lot of trouble, you have done well, and for now you may complete your work for today. Okay. Can I keep on uploading stuff? Because I could exit out, but I wonder how far I can keep uploading things. There might be some information I want to take along with here. Let's take a look here. Date of registration. I'm gonna take a look around here. Faculty. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, that one's about Oleg. Yeah, it looks like it's giving me the option to keep uploading things, but I'm not sure if any of it's relevant. This one, what's this one say? National soldiers responsible for invading and ravaging countries. Let's upload that one. Okay, 6 o'clock. I'm not sure when the end of the day is. Maybe the game will remind me when that's gonna happen. It sounds like I completed the game ahead of schedule. Definitely calm situation. That's attacks on him. Art Rabin. I could just upload more personal information about him. Let's see, date of registration. (6:10 p.m) Let's go date of birth here. Let's upload this picture. I mean, there's several ways you can play this game. You could play, straight shooter, support the government. Or you could play, again, you could try to be anti-government and try to take it down. There's also a way you could play where you just upload every damn thing on every damn thing you see. Which is kind of what I'm doing right now. Not sure if I should upload this thing though. Subject says teacher, English, philosophy. Might be useful. Okay. Records of attendance. What's in here? We know that he's Pargesian. Though maybe just for completeness. I don't know if that'll trigger anything. Okay. And then this one. Former secretary, former principal. There's something in here that's not... it's disabled. That one we uploaded. That one we submitted. Where's the thing that's not uploaded here? There's a disabled data chunk in here. I don't know where it is. Submitted. Invalid. Submitted. Submitted. Okay. I mean... what else is here? Submitted. Disabled. Okay, we disabled that one because he's not currently living at the reception camp. I'm pretty sure he isn't. Yeah, I think we've got pretty much everything. I don't think... unless we want to upload... let's upload just some pictures here. Additional pictures of Rabin. Then... this one I'm not so sure. Yeah, this seems like a award ceremony, so I'm going to disable that one. And then this one, yeah, let's upload, and also a rugby coach. I'm going to try to get as much information about Rabin as possible. You can also change the portrait to something that's more accurate. Probably going back to this one, since that's probably the latest one there. Okay, I think that's about it. I don't think there's anything else that's really relevant to upload, and I'm not sure. And I'm not entirely sure when the end of the when time runs out. Maybe it's like 9 p.m. or something, or maybe midnight. But it looks like the game is hinting at me that I should quit and wait for the next episode. It'll come out in 2 weeks, so let's do that. All unprocessed data chunks will expire. Sure. Yes, logged out. So it always gives it at the end of every episode. It does give all this information here. It's like just a summary of what you've collected. Actually, I don't think if I click next, I don't think the next one, you have to wait till, yeah, episode 2. So this will be available in about 2 weeks. And we'll continue the story. Though I do kind of wonder, there was probably a way of maybe keeping Oleg alive. Maybe if I got that information about his daughter earlier, then maybe that might have prevented Ambleford from pulling the going trigger happy and shooting the place up. So yeah, so March 8th, that's also on a Thursday. I'll be streaming this again, episode 2, and we'll be continuing this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this very different stream. I personally am a big fan of this sort of game. It really makes you think about your decisions and the consequences of those. It's something that I think is lacking in a lot of like story-based games these days, especially like the bigger titles, like adventure games and RPGs and that sort of stuff. It's not a game for everyone because, again, it's a lot of text, a lot of reading, and unfortunately there are people out there who don't like just the whole action of reading, but they lack the attention spans and that sort of thing. So yeah, again, thanks for watching, thanks for coming by. Again, we'll be playing episode 2 weeks from now, based on the decisions that we made. And yeah. So yeah, just to let you guys know, the next stream I'll be doing will be tomorrow. We'll be doing a Friendly Friday session, and we'll be playing Age of Empires 2 HD Edition. So a bunch of people, LD, Pine, Thomas, Fred, at the very least, will be joining us, and we'll be building kingdoms. And I mean, that game I used to play as a kid, so there's going to be a lot of nostalgia as well. So hopefully you will. I hope you'll enjoy. I can't speak. I hope you'll join me for that. That's tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific time. And then after that, I'll be doing another Rise of Industry stream on Sunday. If you want more details about when I'll be streaming, you can check the schedule down below, or you can follow me on my Twitter account. That's where I usually post the latest updates on of my schedule and when I'll be live. And I'll also upload these Orwell streams to my YouTube channel pretty soon. So if you missed anything from here, you can go watch that. Yeah, Pine, I think you are playing, aren't you? If you don't want to, that's fine. But I mean, you have a copy of the game. You know, it'd be fun just to have more players. The Age of Empires does support up to 8 players, so I mean, the more the merrier. So, all right, folks, this was an interesting stream. Thanks, Kalimo Games, for stopping by. Yeah, I really do like the games that you guys make. Really makes you think and makes you wonder. And hopefully by next by the next stream, Twitch will actually have a category for your new game, the Ignorance is Strength, because yeah, they need to get that updated. So, right, folks, that is all for today. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.